Yeah, so if we can put that up. Oh yeah, check this out. So back to the Galatians 2 point, remember it says, he says, no longer I live, but Christ lives in me. And the picture here is say you're looking through a window or glass, and Jesus is the imagery, of course. His image is trying to shine through our life fully. He's trying to come through. If you're born again in here, Jesus Christ resides in you, and he's trying to shine through fully. And that looks like God's perfect will. But when it's still fully us, you see how you can barely see any of the image coming through? I mean, I know it should be pretty self-explanatory, but this is when we are still alive and well. And that's why we on purpose put a massive letter I. It's all about I, me, my. I live, my will. It's over here. Can you guys see that? Well, Jesus can barely shine through that. If you're top heavy on your will and your way and what you want, and you're all about you, Jesus is not, you have not been crucified with Christ. You're not even in the will of God half the time. Jesus can't shine through that. You're born again, praise God, but not his full will. Romans 12, goodwill, the next one. Jesus is shining through more. I love to do that progression from Romans 12:2 of good, well-pleasing, and perfect. This is when we start dying more in the second category. Taking up our cross daily, starting to die more, starting to, I love that Paul says, I die daily. But then in Galatians 2, he says, I've been crucified with Christ. So we die more daily, stepping into God's goodwill, die even further, well-pleasing. And then when we hit Galatians 2, like Paul says, where I've totally been crucified with Christ, now Christ lives in me, Jesus can be seen fully, crystal clear, like looking through a storefront window that just got cleaned with Windex. And I believe that's how we walk in the perfect will of God as well. So I just want to give you a visual that, oh yeah, Lord, like help me. Like and I'm telling you, I guarantee you, I was praying this yesterday again in the Word, just like, Lord, I cannot have these tinted hues over the glass of my life where you can't shine through fully. Like I've got to die. Help me, Lord. And he can certainly do that. He's a master of it. And so we get to the point, I want to legit, like my goal amidst so many more is that verse. I pray we take it as well as like homework, if you will. Really a life call, but Galatians 2:20, that we get to the point where we can really say that like Paul. And it resonate as truth before heaven. I know we can say it prophetically and spiritually speaking it's happened, but I mean literally, where every day we kind of get up and it's like, no, we're pretty much 80 to 90% crucified and let the Lord work on the other. But when it's flipped and we're still top heavy on our will, I'm telling you, Jesus can't shine through that. And that's why right out of the gate, he knows that right out of the gate, when he gets followers, he tells them, step one, deny yourself. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be a window with heavy, heavy tint. I'll never shine through you. You'll be wondering why you're frustrated all of your day, why you're going around mountains, why I can't use you, and things like this. And so may we progress unto dying to self to such a beautiful extent where Jesus is shining through fully. So you guys can go ahead and stand.